Hey there. So happy and healthy New Year to everybody. Up here actually for the New Year's in Burlington, Vermont with my wife. Got away for a few days with some friends, and it's beautiful up here, by the way. I just wanted to reflect. I know we talk a lot about resolutions on New Year's, and that's fine if you make them. I think it's great to have a plan or have some thoughts on things you want to do differently or do better. But I think it's really important not to hone in on those as must-be's, because I think we put a lot of pressure on ourselves when we make these resolutions, and the truth is oftentimes we don't meet them, and then we feel like crap about ourselves and we start beating ourselves up about it. And the truth is, life, as I always say, is a marathon. It's not a dash. We need the ups and downs. We need the failures to grow and learn. It's what makes us stronger sometimes. And so for me, New Year's is a time of reflection. Reflecting on 24 and thinking about what my year was like and what went well and what didn't, and what can I be grateful for from that year, and what am I looking forward to in 25 that I would love to be grateful for. What changes do I want to see? What successes did I have? What failures did I have? How can I reflect on those failures and decide what can I do differently to be successful in 25? But I think the key is declaring what you want, and then just taking some forward momentum toward it. It's not a race. And as long as you're moving forward, you're going to get there. And sometimes, you're going to move forward, you're going to hit a bump, and it's going to stop you, and you might go back a few steps. But you have to just reassert yourself and keep moving forward. Because if you always have forward momentum, that forward momentum will constantly keep you moving towards that goal. And you might not achieve it as quick as you want. And maybe it's not going to happen in 25, but if you did a little better in 25 than you did in 24, you're already ahead of the game, right? So, resolutions are wonderful if you want to believe in them and you want to stick to them. But I think it's important that if you're going to make them, don't make them the end all. Don't put your whole idea of like what your year needs to be based on some resolutions you make at the beginning of the year, because most people by February fall off and don't even keep them. I mean, myself included. I used to make New Year's resolutions all the time, and they never worked, right? And then once I started saying, you know what, I'm not going to make resolutions, I'm just going to think about and reflect on what I can do differently, all of a sudden the things I wanted to happen for me started happening. And it took a little slower and it took a little longer, but they're coming to fruition for me. And I know the same will be for you. So happy and a healthy New Year. Think about those goals. Reflect on what could be different this year, what you'd like to see different, and just start putting small, little, tiny baby steps in place to get there. And I promise you, over time, you'll achieve them all.